Hi, I'm back. I got some time before I go into work, and there's something on my mind. I didn't get a chance to record yesterday, but I'm kind of glad about that because I don't want this to come off as something that's expected every day because I don't know when I'm gonna need to do these. But what did cross my mind really, really heavy was the fact that what I'm doing isn't only just about me. Now, I found out 20 years ago, and I've had 20 years for this to sit on my head. I've had 20 years for me to wrap my head around this, and now, finally, after all that time, I've made the decision to move forward and do something and go out and look for my biological family and try to find my siblings. And that's a shock to me. And like I said, I've been dealing with this for 20 years. But I'm thinking to myself now, what am I going to be doing to them? You know, I'm 50, and if Dad's memory was accurate, you know, having 4 or 5 older siblings, we're talking about, like, my oldest sibling being over 55 possibly. And here I come. And here I come, and it's like that first clap of thunder before you know it's coming, and you're just living your life, and then out of the blue, out of nowhere, there's that crack, that thunder, that lightning that hits so hard it causes car alarms to start going off. That's how I feel. I don't know if I've given it enough thought necessarily jumping into this of what my actions, how they are going to affect a group of people, an entire family, a multi-generational set of family members. Is that fair of me to do that? I honestly don't know. But I know that this is something that I have to do. I have to do this for myself, for my soul, for my spirit, for my mind, for my being. I have to embark on this quest. But I don't want to bother anyone. You know, I've never liked that. I've never liked being someone that bothers other people. And this is out the window. This is new territory as far as bothering goes. And I'm very sorry about that, but it's something I have to do. I may have nieces and nephews. I don't know how large this family is. And what else seems disruptive to me is the fact that, as I've said before, and I maintain, I understand that there's no happy ending guaranteed. Even if I do find them, they could want nothing to do with me. And I wouldn't be able to harsh them for that. This is a shock. This is a family paradigm shifting event. Family, that's something else that's crossed my mind is this whole wordage. You know, when you're not adopted, you don't consider the wordage. You know, they're just words. They're just words like, this is my family, this is my brother, this is my mother, this is my father, this is my sister. But when you're adopted and this all comes to light and you decide to embark on this journey, on this quest like I have, you have to think about this. I mean, I love my adopted family so much. The whole extended group of them, they are beautiful, fantastic people. They are my family. But then you get stuck on words. You get stuck on terms and phrases like real. That's a bummer, that word. Let me tell you that right now. That word is one hell of a fucking bummer. So what does it mean? When when all this came to light after Mom died and I brought it up to Dad, and he was in tears over this, this relief that he could finally tell me, one of the things he mentioned to me, now when I was a kid, like, and I've said before, my parents were great people. They were beautiful, salt of the earth, common sense, good, strong, solid people. A lot of love in their heart. But there were times when I was really little, I remember there was some verbally knockdown fights between Mom and Dad, characteristically uncharacteristic of what I knew of them before, and most of the time since then when I was a small child. And I'd be in my room and I'd hear them yelling at each other, and I'd try to, as quietly as I could, sneak in. I was little, I was young, I guess I was a big kid, I didn't know how to sneak as well as I thought I did, and they'd always hear me, and they'd shut up. And Dad told me that those fights were about whether I should be told. So my father thought that at some point in my life I should be told. But Mom, Dad told me that she spent her life deathly afraid that I would find out I was adopted and that I would tell her she's not my real mom. And I told my dad, I said, Dad, you're my real parents. You took care of me, you fed me, you put clothes on my back, you put 4 walls and a roof around me. You sent me to school, you educated me, you loved me. That's the definition of a real parent. But this fucking word real, just... So let's say there's a good scenario ending to this. Let's say I meet my family, my biological family, and they, or some of them, or enough of them, are actually accepting of me and this situation, and are happy of my return to the family. Let's just say, let's go out on a limb here for a moment. So I have a new family. This terminology bothers me. Biological family, real family. If someone cares about you and loves you, it's real. So this terminology really bothers the fuck out of me. I don't know, nothing feels right. Almost feels like we need a new word other than real. I don't know what's gonna happen. And I think I am more scared, definitely I know, that I'm more scared of their reactions. It's like I said in the beginning, this has been percolating in my mind for 20 fucking years. Unless the oldest sibling remembers Mom being pregnant and then the baby gone, or unless my biological mom had said something over the years, I'm an atom bomb. And I don't want to be. I just want to connect. I want the chance to connect. Maybe that'll change something in the way I've felt my whole life. Maybe this whole being an outsider. Now, ever since, for the last 20 years, ever since I found out I was adopted, it has definitely caused me to love my adopted family even more, because I sit there and I think to myself, all those family get-togethers, all those Christmases, those Thanksgivings, and I'm not family. I am family, but I'm not blood. I'm kin by choice, I'm not kin by blood. And for them to have accepted me at all these gatherings, all these get-togethers, and to always just show me love, that's amazing. But there's this shadow in my mind that no matter how much love they show me, I'm always gonna have that thought in my head, like, you don't have to do this. You don't have to be family with me. I'm not related to you. I love you. I'm happy I am related to you, but I'm not related to you. And you still do this, and that's beautiful. That is so freaking fucking beautiful. And now, even given the best case scenario, with my biological family, and they or some accept me, and they start inviting me to be part of family, get-togethers, I fear that there's going to be that same shadow still in my head that I don't belong, that they're just being nice. And I know it's stupid or wrong, or I'm overthinking it or something like that. I know, but it doesn't change the fact that now I feel that no matter where I am, I'm still just an outsider. Accepted outsider, but still I'm just an outsider. And I don't feel that way with my friends, because that's different, because they've had years to be with me, years to experience me, hanging out constantly during our teens and 20s and 30s, almost every freaking night, getting into trouble, stopping trouble, just being alive. And that has caused such a bond. I don't feel that bond the same way, and I'm not sure if I'm going to when I find my biological family, but I still have to do this, even though these are the ways I feel about all this. It's still not changing the fact that I want to meet them. And like I said in the last video, if my biological mom is still alive, I definitely want to say thank you. You could have very easily aborted me, but you didn't. You were lucky enough to have a connection with two very, very fine people, and I got lucky. Wow, I got lucky. So thank you so much. That amount of bravery, I can't imagine. I can't imagine needing to summon up that type of bravery. And to the rest of my family, my biological family, I know you don't know me. You don't know I exist. I'm sibling 0. I don't want to intrude on your lives. I don't want to disrupt your family paradigm. But unless you're in this position, no one can really understand what this is, how this feels. I need answers, but not closure. No, that's the wrong word. Closure means an end. I need the opposite. I need a door opened. So still waiting for the DNA results. That's at least another week, maybe 2 weeks away. And right now, that's still my last hope. That and the adoption bill, whatever it's called, for New York State, if that goes into effect in 2020, that's going to be a huge advantage to me and everyone else that's out there trying to make a connection, trying to find a biological place, trying to find your place. It's not easy. But just remember, stay with it. Do it. If it's what's in your heart and it's what you need to do, you feel that you have to do it. Because if you keep putting it off, it's gonna become more of a monster in your mind. Do what you have to do. If you're gonna be disruptive in their lives, too bad. I don't mean that cold-heartedly, because you can always then step away. That initial moment, though, that explosion of information, don't be sorry for that, because that's out of your control. You're only in control of what happens moving forward. And remember, it's not always going to be in your hands. It's going to be in the biological family's hands more than anything else. Good luck. Stay strong. I am. And it doesn't look it, but I am. And this is almost as hard for me doing these vlogs as it is just dealing with this in my mind, but it's better than dealing with it in my mind. And if you've been trying to deal with it that way, don't, because it's not going to work for long. Do something. Talk to family, talk to friends, talk to a wife, a spouse, a husband. Just get it out of your system. Do what I'm doing. Vlog about it. I don't care. Just do something. Get it out of your system. It's not going to cure anything. It's not going to solve anything. But it does make me feel a little bit better being able to get all this off my chest. So, wordage, family, what does it mean? I don't know. And the last thing I'm going to say is, I feel like Diogenes. I feel like I'm walking around with a lantern, but instead of looking for an honest man, I'm looking for a family. To keep it in the Greek myths there, I also feel a little like Sisyphus. I fear a Sisyphusian. Is that a word? It is now. I feel like there's going to be a Sisyphusian ending to this, that I'm going to roll my boulder up to the top of the hill, and then it's just going to fall back down. If you got to cry, cry. Some tears are good, some tears are bad, some tears are somewhere in between, and that's where these are. Don't hold it in. Get out anything you need to get out. Thoughts, ideas, words, tears. It helps. Doesn't solve, but it helps. So be strong. We're doing this together. I want to thank everyone that's come forward with their own stories. I've had a few, and some of them had good endings, some of them didn't. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for letting me get this off my mind. And when something else comes up, I'll be back. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Put them in the comments. I'll answer them. I'll talk about them on video so everyone can see what the questions were. I'm doing this for everyone else as much as I'm doing this for me. This is very therapeutic for me. But there are others out there. I'm not alone. I'm not the only one that's out there looking for family that feels lost. So please stay strong. Stay with me. We're on this adventure together. And that's the way I keep trying to think of it. I keep trying to think of it like Bilbo Baggins. He wanted to stay safe in his nice little hobbit hole. Didn't want to go on an adventure. Just wanted his tea time, his breakfast and second breakfast and 11sies. But he couldn't. He had to follow his heart. And he went on an adventure. And that's what we're doing. This quest of ours, this journey, it's an adventure. Some adventures are a little rough. But we'll see our way through it. You and me, we'll see it together. I'm here for you. If you need a little extra strength, I'm here for you. We're here for each other. So please, best of luck. Like my father told me, know thyself, and to thine own self be true. It goes for all of us. Know thyself, and be true to yourself. Thank you.